Well, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro with the Global Classroom. Let's begin. Well, the World Economic Forum just released their 2023 most valuable skills list for career advancement. And you probably heard these skills before. I mean, creativity, problem solving, collaboration, leadership, emotional intelligence, negotiation, persuasion. But what is the one skill that if you possess will place you above the curve? It is your superpower. What are we talking about? Enhanced communication. Dr. Kimbro, what in the world is enhanced communication? It is your ability to tell your story and to tell your story well. It is indeed your superpower. Case in point. Well, last spring, Apple Computer came to my class to interview. And I had a rising junior, a young student, a young lady who I taught twice. And when word got around the business program that Apple Computer was going to be there, she wasn't going to allow this opportunity to pass her by. And though, like I said, they didn't have, job offers or even internships. But even corporate America knows that at the acceleration of the digital transformation, the future of work is evolving. And they have got to make sure that their brand is front and center. And at the intersection of people, capital, and technology, every dollar bill is up for grabs. And who's going to reap the benefit? Well, those who can articulate their skills as well as add value. The bottom line, it is not your degree, it's your skills. So my former student comes to my office and she pulls out a list of the top 50 interviewing questions to prep for her interview with Apple. And I told her, I said, let's look at the matrix. I mean, cull this list down. Let's only focus on the top 4 or 5 questions. And we know what they are. Number 1, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, that's basically a trick question. And this is going to be a short interview, so you can't waste time. You flip the script. You ask the interviewer if you can ask a question. And if you can, you ask them, what do you look for in your top candidates? The last 1 or 2 or 3 people that Apple hired, what did they have in common? Number 2, what are your strengths? In other words, what do you do better than anybody else? Number 3, conversely, your weaknesses. And how do you come up with a weakness? You always take a strength to an extreme. For example, if you're an accounting major and you tell the recruiter that you're detailed, tell him or her that you're overly detailed. If you tell an interviewer that you're dependable and you're a hard worker, tell that interviewer you don't know when to go home. And number 4, always share when you have taken on a leadership role. But before you get up out of that chair, you recite the following sentence. You tell that recruiter, Mr. Recruiter, Ms. Recruiter, when I look at this opportunity against my skill set, my resume, my education and background, I feel this opportunity has me in mind. Well, there you are. Like I said, it's not your degree, it's your skills. So what happened? What's the bottom line? Yeah, Apple came into my classroom empty-handed, but they didn't leave empty-handed. They offered my student a full 10-week internship, and she spent the summer at Silicon Valley. And at the end of that internship, they offered her a full-time job upon her graduation. So there you have it. It is not your degree, it is your skills, and it's your ability to communicate your uniqueness. Well, this is Dr. Kimbro, Professor Emeritus in the Global Classroom, and always remember, the wealth choice is arguably your best choice. God bless.